Which country will host the G7 Summit 2026? Correct option is B, France. Who has been appointed as India's Executive Director at the World Bank? Correct option is C, Neelkant Mishra. Which site of Uttar Pradesh has been officially designated as India's 100th Ramsar site in June? Correct option is B, Jai Prakash Narayan Bird Sanctuary. Which team did RCB defeat to win the IPL 2026 championship title? Right option is A, Gujarat Titans. What rank did India secure in the Henley Passport Index released in May? Correct option is B, 70th. Who took the oath as the 24th Chief Minister of Karnataka in June? Correct option is C, D.K. Shivkumar. Which state cabinet approved the draft Uniform Civil Code Bill in May? Right option is D, Assam. With which country Indian Army conducted the bilateral military exercise Sinbax 2026? Correct option is C, Cambodia. Which country is set to become the 26th member of the India-led International Big Cat Alliance? Correct option is D, Saudi Arabia. Who has become the new captain of India's T20 international cricket team in 2026? Correct option is A, Shreyas Iyer. According to the State of India's Digital Economy 2026 report, what was India's global rank in AI performance? Right option is C, 4th. What is the name of the mission launched to promote Assam's famous Muga silk sector? Right option is B, Mission Senejori. Who has been appointed as the new chairman of the Central Board of Secondary Education? Correct option is B, Lokhande Prashant Sitaram. Which village is being developed as India's first model border village under the Vibrant Villages program? Correct option is C, Chumur. Who is the only Indian chess player to feature in the 5 top 10 rankings for the month of June? Right option is D, Arjun Erikaisi. What is the official theme of World Environment Day 2026? Correct option is C, Inspired by Nature for Climate for Our Future. Who has been elected as the President of the 81st session of the United Nations General Assembly? Correct option is B, Khalilur Rahman. Who won the International Booker Prize 2026 for the novel Taiwan Travelogue? Correct option is A, Yang Shuangji. India and Italy have announced to celebrate which year as the Year of Culture and Tourism? Correct option is C, 2027. Who was sworn in as the 12th woman judge of the Supreme Court of India in June? Right option is B, Justice V. Mohana. Which Indian state is hosting the 2026 Asian Weightlifting Championships? Right option is A, Gujarat. Which Indian state has become the second to pass the Uniform Civil Code Bill in March? Correct option is D, Gujarat. Which country has become the third largest crude oil supplier to India in May? Correct option is C, Venezuela. What is the rank of India in the World Happiness Report 2026? Correct option is B, 116th. Who has been sworn in as the 13th Chief Minister of Kerala? Right option is B, V.D. Sathisan. Which country recently signed an agreement to procure BrahMos supersonic cruise missiles from India? Right option is A, Indonesia. On which date is Telangana Statehood Day celebrated every year? Correct option is B, on 2nd June. Which team won the 10th edition of the ICC Men's T20 World Cup 2026? Correct option is C, India. Who chaired the BRICS Foreign Ministers meeting held in New Delhi? Correct option is D, S. Jaishankar. What is rank of India in World Press Freedom Index 2026? Right option is C. 157th. Which Indian space mission was honored with the prestigious 2026 Goddard Astronautics Award? Correct option is C. Chandrayaan-3. Who has become the youngest Prime Minister in the history of Nepal in March? Correct option is D. Balendra Balen Shah. When is National Technology Day celebrated in India every year? Correct option is A. On 11th May. Which union territory became the second to achieve a 99.93% literacy rate under the New India Literacy Program? Correct option is C. Chandigarh. Whose tenure has been extended as the Director General of the Narcotics Control Bureau till July? Right option is C. Anurag Garg. India and which country launched an initiative to support India's National Adaptation Plan? Correct option is A. Germany. Which Indian boxer has become the world number 1 in the women's 57 kilograms category? Correct option is D. Jasmine Lamboria. Which country became India's largest supplier of LPG or liquefied petroleum gas? Right option is C. United States. Which state government recently mandated the singing of Vande Mataram in schools during the morning assembly? Correct option is D. West Bengal. Which organization designed and developed the Tara glide weapon system? Correct option is B. DRDO Research Center Imarat. Who was sworn in for the second consecutive term as the Chief Minister of Assam? Correct option is D. Himanta Biswa Sarmail. Which team won the overall championship at the 6th Khelo India Winter Games 2026? Right option is D. Indian Army. Who became the first Caribbean country to adopt India's Unified Payments Interface platform? Right option is B. Trinidad and Tobago. Who is the editor of the book When Audit Matters, CAG Interventions That Made a Difference? Correct option is C. Vinod Rai. Which metropolitan city recorded the highest cybercrime rate cases per lakh population? Correct option is A. Bangalore. Which country has launched the world's first sovereign financial cloud services infrastructure? Correct option is C. United Arab Emirates. Which prestigious honor was recently conferred upon Prime Minister Narendra Modi by the Swedish government? Right option is A. Royal Order of the Polar Star. When was World Migratory Bird Day observed in May? Right option is B. On 9th May. Who has been appointed as the new Deputy Governor of the Reserve Bank of India in May? Correct option is B. Rohit Jain. Vikram 1, India's first privately developed orbital rocket, is developed by which company? Correct option is A. Skyroot Aerospace. Which organization launched India's first AI-enabled block-level monsoon forecasting system? Right option is D. India Meteorological Department. Which state ranked first in the Fiscal Health Index 2026 released by Niti Aayog? Right option is C. Odisha. Who has been appointed as the Prime Minister of Denmark for third consecutive term? Correct option is C. Mette Frederiksen. Which country will manufacture India's first AI-powered autonomous combat aircraft, Kal Bhairava? Correct option is B. Portugal. The Shekha Jheel Bird Sanctuary, recognized as India's 99th Ramsar site, is located in which state? Correct option is C. Uttar Pradesh. What is the name of Tripura's first Premier Incubation and Innovation Hub launched in 2026 to boost startups? Right option is B. T-Nest. Who has been appointed as the new Vice Chairperson of Niti Aayog in April? Correct option is A. Ashok Kumar Lahiri. Who won the Sahitya Akademi Award 2025 in English for the novel Crimson Spring? Right option is C. Navtej Sarna. On which date is International Women's Day 2026 celebrated? Correct option is B. On 8th March. According to the CIPRI report 2025, what is India's rank in global military spending? Correct option is D. 5th. In March, which long-serving Chief Minister of Bihar resigned from his post to enter the Rajya Sabha? Correct option is D. Nitish Kumar. On 27th April, India signed a landmark free trade agreement with which country? Correct option is C. New Zealand. Exercise Cyclone 2026 is a joint special forces exercise conducted between India and which country? Correct option is B. Egypt. Who is the author of the book Better Never Stops: Leadership Insights from Life's Unscripted Moments? Correct option is B. Shyam Srinivasan. Who became India's 95th chess grandmaster in April? Correct option is C. Aronya Ghosh. Which state government has imposed a one-year ban on the manufacture and sale of all food products containing tobacco or nicotine? Correct option is A. Nagaland. Who was elected as the new president of Iraq in April? Correct option is A. Nizar Ahmedi. The Lieutenant Governor of Ladakh has approved the creation of how many new districts in the UT? Correct option is C. 5 districts. Who has been honored with the Para Archer of the Year 2025 award by World Archery? Correct option is B. Sheetal Devi. Where has the Government of India officially approved the country's first semiconductor special economic zone? Correct option is B. Dholera, Gujarat. Who has been awarded the prestigious 2026 Abel Prize? Correct option is D. Gerd Faltings. Suman Kalyanpur, who passed away recently, was associated with which field? Correct option is C. Singing. Which payment system was recognized as the world's largest real-time platform by transaction volume? Correct option is B. Unified Payments Interface. Which country officially commenced its first fully digital population census on 1st April? Correct option is A. India. Who is the president of the South Korea who paid a state visit to India in April? Correct option is C. Lee Jae-myung. Who has been appointed as the first woman Chief Justice of the Andhra Pradesh High Court in April? Correct option is B. Justice Lisa Gill. Which two languages were recently granted official language status by Meghalaya Cabinet alongside English? Correct option is D. Khasi and Garo. India's first indigenously built quantum computer is set to be inaugurated in which city? Correct option is C. Amravati. In which state did the Indian Army launch Operation Himsetu in April to evacuate stranded tourists? Correct option is A. Sikkim. Who has been awarded the prestigious 2026 Breakthrough Prize in Mathematics? Correct option is A. Frank Mull. Who has been announced as the next CEO of Apple to succeed Tim Cook? Correct option is B. John Turners. Which institution has launched an AI chatbot named Abhay to combat digital arrest scams? Correct option is D. Central Bureau of Investigation. On which date World Malaria Day 2026 is celebrated? Correct option is C. On 25th April. Who has been appointed as the Director of Power Finance Corporation Limited? Correct option is A. Rajesh Kumar Agrawal. Which organization is planning to issue India's first blue bond? Correct option is B. Sagarmala Finance Corporation. Which Indian state launched Project Sanjeevani, the country's first integrated highway accident care system? Correct option is C. Telangana. Which state was ranked first in the Panchayat Advancement Index 2.0? Correct option is C. Tripura. Who has been appointed as the Vice Chief of the Army Staff of India effective from 1st April? Correct option is A. Dheeraj Seth. Which two wetlands were recognized as the 90th Ramsar sites in India in February? Correct option is B. Patna Bird Sanctuary and Chhari Dhand Wetland. The Rajasthan government has announced to rename the famous hill station Mount Abu as what? Correct option is B. Aburaj. What is the rank of India in the Corruption Perceptions Index 2025? Correct option is A. 91st. Which village in Maharashtra's Ahilyangarh district officially declared itself a caste-free village? Correct option is D. Sondala. Who has been appointed as the first woman Deputy Chief Minister of Maharashtra? Correct option is B. Sunetra Pawar. Who won the Global Teacher Prize 2026 at the World Government Summit in Dubai? Correct option is D. Rubble Nagi. Which team won their maiden Ranji Trophy title in the 2025-26 season? Correct option is C. Jammu and Kashmir. Prime Minister Narendra Modi announced renaming the Adampur Airport in Punjab after which great personality? Correct option is C. Shri Guru Ravidas Ji. Where was the joint military exercise Khanjar 13 held between India and Kyrgyzstan? Correct option is B. Mismari, Assam. Which state government recently launched the third phase of the Mission Basundhara project? Correct option is B. Assam. Which tennis player won men's singles title at Australian Open 2026? Correct option is A. Carlos Alcaraz. According to the 2026 CIPRI report, what is India's rank in global arms imports for the period 2021 to 2025? Correct option is B. Second. Which is the first Indian state to announce a separate special budget for the elderly? Correct option is A. Kerala. Who became the new Chief Minister of Manipur? Correct option is D. Yumnam Khemchand Singh. Which is the first port in India to install an anti-drone system? Correct option is B. B.O. Chidambarnar Port. Which country won the ICC Under-19 Men's Cricket World Cup 2026 title? Correct option is C. India. Who was recently re-elected as the President of State Affairs of North Korea in March? Correct option is D. Kim Jong-un. Who won the FIDE Freestyle Chess World Championship 2026? Correct option is B. Magnus Carlsen. Which article of the Indian Constitution contains the provision for the removal of the Lok Sabha Speaker? Correct option is C. Article 94C. From which state was the National Pulses Atmanirbhar Bharta mission launched in February? Correct option is A. Madhya Pradesh. Which team won the 79th Santosh Trophy 2025-26? Correct option is B. Services. The Old Chiki script is associated with which language? Correct option is B. Santhali. Who took oath as the new Prime Minister of Bangladesh? Correct option is D. Tariq Rahman. Which state became the first in India to declare tidal flooding as a state-specific disaster? Correct option is C. Kerala. The Strait of Hormuz connects which two bodies of water? Correct option is B. Persian Gulf and Gulf of Oman. Who is the author of the book The Sage Who Reimagined Hinduism, the Life, Lessons and Legacy of Sri Narayana Guru? Correct option is A. Shashi Tharoor. Which country topped the medal tally in the Winter Olympics 2026? Correct option is D. Norway. Which Indian film won the Best Children's and Family Film Award at the BAFTA Awards 2026? Correct option is B. Boom. Where has the 16th edition of the Vajra Praher military exercise held between India and USA? Correct option is C. Baklo, Himachal Pradesh. Whose statue replaced Edwin Lutyen's statue at Rashtrapati Bhavan? Correct option is B. C. Rajgopalachari. Where was India's first advanced reproductive knowledge center opened? Correct option is C. Mumbai. Who was awarded the Ashok Chakra by President Draupadi Murmu at the 77th Republic Day 2026? Correct option is A. Shubhanshu Shukla. Which is the only Indian institution to be included in the top 100 in the Times Higher Education Ranking 2026? Correct option is C. IIC Bangalore. In which state was the CM's Sehat Yojana launched to provide free cashless healthcare services? Correct option is A. Punjab. What rank did India secure in the Responsible Nations Index 2026? Correct option is B. 16th. Which team won the Vijay Hazare Trophy 2025-26 title? Correct option is C. Vidarbh. Which state's Kumbhalgarh Wildlife Sanctuary was declared an eco-sensitive zone? Correct option is B. Rajasthan. Which city was declared the safest city in India in January? Correct option is D. Mangaluru. In which state was the Boda festival celebrated by the Hatti tribe? Correct option is B. Himachal Pradesh. Which bank introduced India's first solar-powered mobile ATM van? Correct option is B. Tripura Gramin Bank. Which state topped the Niti Aayog's Export Preparedness Index 2024 released in January? Correct option is A. Maharashtra. Where was the Agni 5 intercontinental ballistic missile successfully tested? Correct option is C. APJ Abdul Kalam Island, Odisha. Who became the first captain to score a century in the history of the T20 World Cup? Correct option is C. Harry Brook. Which country has become the world's largest rice producer? Correct option is D. India. Who has been appointed as the new chairman and managing director of GAIL India Limited in March? Correct option is D. Deepak Gupta. Which state won the 44th Junior National Kho-Kho Championship 2026 title? Correct option is B. Karnataka. Which state's Nagori Ashwagandha received a GI tag? Correct option is A. Rajasthan. Which mascot was launched to provide information on Aadhaar services? Correct option is B. Uday. Which state's police force was awarded the President's Police Colour Award in January? Correct option is D. Sikkim. Varanasi entered the Guinness World Records for planting over 2.5 lakh saplings in one using which plantation technique? Correct option is D. Miyawaki method. In which state was a completely paperless district court inaugurated? Correct option is C. Kerala.